What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Grizzly Tales.
Grizzly.
The grisliest show
Across everything.
The grisliest show across everything?
Yeah. Period.
We don't have a tagline yet. The grisliest show across everything. I am your grizzly co-host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
We had fun with the Valentine's Day murders. I like the idea of murder.
Why?
On Valentine's Day.
You're a creep.
Think about how many people got out of a Valentine's Day.
Wow. That's how you think of it?
Mm-hmm.
You're horrible. You are a mess.
No, I be feeling for the victims. It's hard to find where to joke in these things, you know? It's very grisly.
Yeah, it's Grizzly Tales. So I don't think the expectation is too many jokes. So
well,
I think you can I know it's natural for you, but
I'll find a way.
You'll get through it.
But we had a lot of fun with the Valentine's Day episode, so we're going to hit y'all with another one because love is still in the air, and so is decapitation.
Is that what yours has to do with?
No.
Oh.
Nope. Not at all.
Oh, damn.
But I mean, you know.
Mine is about a very famous Olympic person.
Okay. He got killed or did the killing?
He shot his girlfriend through a door. Way to go.
On Valentine's Day. Shooting somebody through a door seems way more doable. You don't got to see him, you know? If I had to shoot somebody, I'd much rather through a door, you know? It's cool in action movies.
Mm-hmm. What if it was your girlfriend? What if it was your girlfriend?
Was she shooting back at me?
You gotta wait to see.
Well, my story has to do with not a girlfriend, but a wife.
Ooh,
Wife hires hitman who is named Mr. Results.
Ooh.
To kill unlucky husband.
Dead shot, huh?
You got somebody named Mr. Results coming after you.
Little John Wick.
You might want to get your affairs in order.
What is it? The Watchmen?
Will Smith.
That's Deadshot.
Yeah.
But the Watchmen, right?
They weren't hitmen. They're heroes.
Oh.
Who are you talking about?
The one with Angelina Jolie.
I know what you're talking about. Wanted.
The Wanted.
The Wanted?
The Wanted.
It was just Wanted.
Wanted.
I that couldn't have been more butchered.
Damn, I tore that up.
Well, speaking of butchered,
I'm gonna go ahead. That was dark and deep. I think I'm gonna go. I want to go first.
Okay, go ahead.
It was one of the most genuinely jaw-dropping and gobsmacking news stories ever. Arguably, sports' most inspirational character, South African runner Oscar Pistorius, won over the world with his athletic exploits, despite being a double amputee since he was a toddler.
Wait, hang on. Let's back up. This is a Olympic athlete.
Yes. Yep.
That's a double amputee.
Double amputee. Yes, it's Special Olympics.
Okay.
Blade Runner.
So they were both of his legs.
Yeah, double amputee.
And he had the things.
Mm-hmm.
Do those make you faster?
I don't.
That's why they don't be mixing them, right? With the legs.
I think they're at a disadvantage, which is why they don't mix them. That's like
Says
it's
who?
like. Well, look at the wheelchair basketball players, you know?
Different.
Like, it's different, but you
could have legs. Those could be more for running.
What it is it's just unfair, period. Don't know if they
Who's
got on
advantage?
the track. Yeah, I don't know who.
If they won, people would say it was unfair to the legs.
Right. And if the legs won, then it's like, oh, he should, you know.
I'm calling them the legs.
Yikes. And if
it just happened. I don't know what happened.
It's natural.
It just happened. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If the non-double amputees won, then it would be seen as unfair.
So it's just uneven. Let's call it that. Uneven.
Blade Runner was a hero literally to millions. And then on Valentine's Day 2013, he became a killer.
Did he sign off on Blade Runner?
But Blade Runner, the movies are really good.
Cool name.
So maybe I think it's probably a positive thing. Yeah. I would like it if I was in his position. I'd be like, oh, that's kind of solid.
Yeah.
It was the early morning of the 14th when Pistorius woke up at his home in Pretoria to find that his model girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp, was no longer in bed with him. She was instead in the couple's ensuite bathroom. The sprinter heard noise coming from the bathroom and for whatever reason didn't assume it was Reva. He apparently thought it was an intruder. He shot through the door 4 times, killing her.
Was it an accident?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, why wouldn't you check if there's somebody else that's supposed to be in the house that's not in the bed? Why wouldn't you think it was them?
It sounds fishy.
I wonder if...
Hey, you know what? This story doesn't have legs.
I wonder if he was on some type of medication for the pain from his legs. Or the phantom legs.
Shooting into the bathroom doesn't seem like a natural first.
That doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he took some sort of medication that altered his
Maybe he wanted
his
to kill
reality.
her. Maybe he wanted to shoot her.
Maybe
Through
he
the
did.
wall is kind of wild, though.
A lengthy public trial ensued, with Pistorius receiving a 5-year sentence for culpable homicide in 2014. 2 years later, the state appealed and the verdict was overturned. He was resentenced to 13 years in prison for Miss Steenkamp's murder.
Damn.
He about to get out.
Right. 13
if he not
years.
out already.
13 years.
2014?
It's pretty wild. 13?
Well, you know how sometimes they'll be sentenced to 13 years,
And they only have
but
to do
they'll only have to do a certain percentage of those years, and then they get released. So I wonder if he's coming up on parole if he hasn't already been paroled.
That's a very bizarre story. He woke up, his girl wasn't there, he heard something in the bathroom, and shot into the bathroom.
That is the wildest.
You're an Olympic sprint. You could have ran in there. You could have ran away.
I've gotten up before my dude and went to the bathroom before. Like, and there's no way I would have ever thought he would have thought that I was an intruder.
Can't take a shit in peace.
I just have to go to the bathroom. I can't imagine getting killed by the person you're sleeping next to because you went to the
his voice
restroom.
works. He could have said, "Hey, who's that?"
How in the hell was this overturned?
I don't know, but something needs to happen.
Wow. You just can't help yourself. You hate this guy.
He
Low-key.
killed somebody. I'm allowed to do this. See how I waited?
Yes. Patrick!
All right.
He's
well,
horrible. That was horrible.
That sucks.
This is a horrible situation.
That wasn't
Like,
even.
That's
on paper, it wasn't even an altercation. I thought it
Nothing.
was. I thought it was at least like
he
some intention behind it.
he had
but
to have wanted to get rid of her.
It must have been something else.
It has.
I don't feel like I got enough info.
No.
You know, I can assume from the headline that my story is intentional.
Okay.
Wife hires hitman called Mr. Results to kill unlucky husband. Let's get into it.
Damn.
Snellville, Georgia.
What do you got to say about that?
I'd never heard of it. Didn't know it was a place. Snellville, Georgia sounds like a
Mhm.
Dr. Seuss location.
Yeah, it does.
Richard Schweck was looking forward to Valentine's Day 2010. He was due to meet his wife, Stacy, at a local park so that they could exchange cards and gifts.
Okay.
Meeting your wife at the park. Okay, maybe that was just a thing, you know.
Okay.
It was the Schweck's 3rd wedding anniversary, and Richard was excited. He loved his wife dearly and gladly adopted her 3 children after becoming her 5th husband.
5th? Because she killed all the others.
Maybe. Let's get there.
5? Can't even get 1.
3 children, 5 husbands.
Jesus.
But she never showed up to the park.
What?
Richard was instead met by one Reginald Coleman.
Reggie Cole?
Reggie? Don't call him Reggie. His name's Reginald.
Reggie.
A personal trainer and part-time hitman. Hang on. Let's pause.
She was smashing him. You know how many people be smashing their trainers? She was smashing him. She probably got a discount.
I wholeheartedly don't care about that part. You a personal trainer and a hitman?
Because you have to have a cover story. You have to have something that makes you money in the public so that you can live the real lifestyle that you have.
And he's getting stronger every day.
Yeah. What if he has a really nice house? He has a nice car. What if he has this lifestyle? If he doesn't have that training, then there's no way to account for that money.
Wow.
So he has to have, it's like a laundromat.
So he's helping a girl get snatched and get some booty after her last squat, and then a weird invite to some restaurant. He goes and kills somebody.
Chip somebody off. Yeah.
Sounds like a great series, like a TV series.
Definitely a movie plot.
Wow. Okay. Reginald Coleman, a personal trainer and part-time hitman who went by the rather immodest moniker of Mr. Results. Now, I gotta say, now that I know he's a personal trainer too, Mr. Results,
double entendre.
Great name. Mm-hmm. Great name. And also, I do think that she was smashing. I assume if anyone has a personal trainer, they're smashing.
If you can get your personal trainer to kill your husband, you smashing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But he was also a hitman.
Yeah.
So that could be how she found the listing. Mm-hmm. Coleman gunned Richard down, killing him. No secrecy, no kills, no fun stuff. Went to the park and shot him.
Mr. Results.
Mr. Results.
If you wait too long,
no bells and whistles.
If you see in the movies, if you wait too long,
no bells and whistles.
That some stuff can happen in between, and you won't get the job done.
He said, "There ain't no camera. I'm not 007. I don't need to entertain. I need to kill." Stacy waited for her $500,000 life insurance payout. She never received it.
Wow.
Instead, she received jail time.
As she should.
To make matters worse, Stacy was not only cheating on Richard, she even posthumously accused him of molesting one of her sons.
What?
After he done adopted all of them, got over the whole fifth husband thing.
So this was her way of trying to justify killing him. Mm-hmm.
This child spoke out in Richard's defense at the trial, and the notion was quashed.
Okay, so it was disproved.
Stacy Schweck is now serving life in prison.
As she should.
Poor kid. You have to testify against your mother for your murdered stepfather, who actually was cool to you, and you were just like, I can't let my mom get away with this.
Right.
That makes me think that the first thing that you said about what happened to the first 4 husbands may have some legs.
Foul play. Definitely. Really? Don't look at me like this.
Took it back to the first. Took it back to the first. That theory might have some legs on it. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find some places, okay?
You found them. You dug right in.
That is crazy.
You stood right on that.
The takeaways from this.
Damn, you missed mine.
Oh, stood. Wasn't as obvious. It was good though. The takeaway from this is that your personal trainer might be a part-time hitman.
Which is crazy.
Well, how good of a hitman are you if you're part-time?
Personal trainers, a lot of them don't make that much money.
I thought hitman made plenty.
Hitman makes way more than I would think a personal trainer would.
So you part-time hitman? Like, man, I'm just doing hitman on the side so I can find my stride and become a full-time hitman.
Well, so I can have time to do my cover story.
Because Dexter couldn't be a full-time murderer.
Right.
He had to pay the bills with forensics.
Right.
But that's because his murders weren't paying. The hitman's, that was paying.
Right.
So
you still got to do something. You can't just sit there and just have money and no explanation for it. So.
I think that's a great cover because you don't really have a set schedule.
Right. You don't know who's coming in, when they're coming in.
You can pay your clients to say that y'all met up. There's not a lot of paperwork with that. As long as they have a good body. If all your clients are fat, IRS might come a knocking.
But if you're part-time, then the other responsibility is on them and then.
Well, no, you a full-time personal trainer in terms of the IRS. But the hitman comes after what, 6 p.m.? When do people start working out or stop?
People keep going into the evening until the gym closes.
Couldn't be me. All right.
Couldn't be me either.
Let's lighten it up. Since we're getting into on a better note. This is not only a good story, it's also a reminder not to be overly loyal to your job.
Oh,
because
please
they don't love you back like that.
They sure don't.
So Kevin Ford is a Burger King employee that went 27 years without missing a day of work.
Mm-hmm.
That's 27 years of no days to yourself, no traveling, no different experiences. Just every day showing up to your job and giving it your all. Forget the job. Just the mind state of coming to work every day, no sick days, no nothing.
Have you ever worked at a fast food restaurant?
No.
It is not pleasant.
No, I know it's not. But I mean, I just wanted to get down to the core of it, which is
nitty-gritty.
You went to work every day for a job that didn't love you back. Mm-hmm. Then you can unfold it. It was Burger King. Mm-hmm. You owed yourself more than that, King.
Right.
But here's the punch in the gut. After 27 years, Burger King awarded him with I just want to say A to let you know it wasn't plural. Mm-hmm. A movie ticket and candy.
Yep. They played
27 years.
Like a fiddle.
27 years. It's a long time to be at fast food.
Which is worse, getting played like a fiddle or getting played like a banjo? Which
fiddle.
one did he get played like?
I think I would rather be played like a fiddle because I've heard some decent stuff on a fiddle. Banjo music is generally upsetting.
Trash.
Even if you're really good. Like actually, banjo is probably one of the few instruments where the better you are, the more annoying it is. So play me like a fiddle. Right. He got played like a didgeridoo.
What is that?
Those Australian
didgeridoo.
If you've ever played Crash Bandicoot, that's the main thing. 27 years. He thought he probably was gonna get a check, something. A movie ticket. That means if he wanted to see the movie with anybody else, he had to pay extra. And candy. And the candy was Reese's Pieces and 2 Lifesavers. Not only that, he posted a story saying, "So thankful, loyalty pays off."
Hey, low key. Do you think that he knew this is gonna go viral?
Maybe.
I think he knew.
But also,
he knew the audacity.
You gotta give him credit. 27 years at Burger King, not missing a day. Mm-hmm. He could just be a genuinely nice person.
He's a good guy. But I think he knew, like, okay,
this is some BS.
This is some BS, and the people ain't gonna stand for this. Not in the social media days. He knew.
Maybe.
I'm so glad he put this story out there because, like, for real, if he would have just kept that to himself and been mad and just talked to a significant other about it, it wouldn't have gone nowhere. 1
movie ticket, candy, Starbucks cup.
It's just getting
Starbucks cup.
It's just getting more upsetting and
some office supplies. They gave that nigga
for
a stapler.
What? Office supplies for what? He works at Burger King for 27 years.
Right? Here's some paper clips. What invoices am I running through this company?
Companies have the audacity sometimes.
So here it goes. I think maybe he did know the audacity because the GoFundMe account was set up by his daughter.
Absolutely.
So his daughter, he looks like he might be black a little bit. I can't tell. He's all covered up, but he's a little darker. Black, maybe Hispanic. Daughters, if their daughters be daddy's girls, they ain't standing for that. Especially a black daughter. Right. Set up the GoFundMe. This man got over $400,000 in donations. Burger King can go clap some buns.
Suck
a chicken fry.
Right.
$400K is, even if Burger King cared about this man, there's no way you even touching that.
Yeah.
So it's cool to think that
I'm glad they tried to play him like that because when you're a good person, a lot of times your stuff does come back around to you.
He put that energy out there.
Yeah, he got the return energy that he needed.
Sometimes that energy, you want it to come back from a certain person or place. So it would have been great if Burger King would have returned that.
But the fact that Burger King couldn't recognize that you don't have those type of workers throughout, like Burger King,
right.
Taco Bell, McDonald's, all of those are like high turnover jobs. So these are not people that are staying for, 20 years like that.
So maybe there's nothing implemented for that.
When you do have somebody that's loyal to a brand that nobody is really loyal to,
what could they do?
They could have.
I'll play devil's advocate.
Don't. They are
where do they should put their check?
Huge, absolutely. I guarantee you, across the entire United States, there's probably maybe less than 50 of those type of workers.
Oh, absolutely.
Exist.
I've seen way less popular companies break their employees off better.
If you can't reward your workers, your service folk, for that type of commitment, why would anybody want to spend the type of time at your company?
Oh, it makes you look trash, especially if they end up getting broke off anyways and it wasn't from you. Now you're just sitting there. They're probably like, we're so glad that, man, shut up.
Because I'm looking like, okay, that wouldn't inspire me to even want to continue with your company like that,
But devil's advocate, if Burger King the whole time was like, you have sick days, you don't have to do this, and they chose to do that, what should they do?
No,
should they
it's
still
loyalty.
go out their way?
Yes, absolutely. You reward that type of behavior. You reward people. Look, jobs give you sick days, but they honestly really don't want you to take them. So why don't you reward the people who don't take them and actually are dedicated? They need
good PR too. Because then the next person could be like, shit, I'm not going to miss no days either.
His supervisors are shitty. They should have been submitted him to the Burger King National Database of excellent
They should have made him the Burger King.
There you go.
He should have been the new mascot. I mean,
I'd start eating back at Burger King if that was the case, but I ain't touching it.
And let me tell you something. Burger King got the money. But you know who else got the money? Him. 400 racks?
Right.
That's worth it. That's a cool little severance, even if it's not even if it's not from your
out of here.
Your company. And I just like the idea that I saw a cool meme today that said work is work regardless of who sees it and who doesn't.
Right.
Stop being valued by the eyeballs that seen your work and realize that work is work. So that 27 years still went somewhere, and even if it wasn't one person shelling it out, I think that it's beautiful that it got to that number.
Yeah.
And shout out to him. I don't think I said his name yet, but his name is Kevin Ford of Las Vegas.
Yeah, you did say his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So $400K.
Congratulations. I'm glad you got well deserved.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
That $400K is everything that you should have been paid for them 27 years.
And Burger King, do better. You literally are presenting yourself as a royalty.
Floppy ass
and not
mascot walking around in people's business. We
kind of scary.
Instead of it
better than Ronald McDonald.
It could definitely be a
another
scary
day.
movie if they made it.
Well, nothing scarier than not getting paid after 27 years of service. So I'm glad he got what he got. But I'm glad we got to lighten the mood a little bit with some good news. But as always, I've been your Grizzly host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
We'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.
Bye.